Hi, I'm Alois Rosero from Ping Skills. Welcome to session 30 of your training plan. Today we're at the Coburg Table Tennis Club to do our filming. Our focus for today's session is going to be on returning serve with the flick or a long fast push. Today we're going to start our session as usual with a physical warm-up, making sure we're warm, making sure that our body is ready for our training session. So our on-table warm-up is the standard on-table warm-up that we usually do of 5 minutes with the forehand side and 5 minutes with the backhand side. During this time, it's a great opportunity to get your legs into the right position, start to get the feel of the ball on your racket and start to get some consistency with your hitting. That will help us later on in our training session. Today's training session, we're going to start with 2 footwork drills. The first footwork drill is 2 backhands and then 1 forehand. Now the reason that we do this drill is because we don't often in our training practice 2 backhands in the rally. It's important to practice the recovery from the backhand back to the backhand side. Usually we practice the backhand recovery to the forehand. So now we're going to practice the backhand, recover to the backhand and then move across to the forehand. So it's backhand, backhand, forehand. You can incorporate a little bit of variation with your backhands as well. So you might want to counter hit the first one and topspin the second one, or vice versa, or just some combination that you think is going to help your game. Our next footwork drill for our training session is the Ping Skills drill. This is our favourite. So a backhand from the backhand corner, forehand from the middle, backhand from the backhand corner again, and then moving across this time and playing a forehand from the wide forehand position. So it's backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand. So Jeff's doing the backhand, then wide forehand. During this drill you can vary the strokes that you play between top spins and counter hits and even some faster balls. For our next training drill we're starting to get to the real focus of our session. What we're going to do for 5 minutes now is pushing the ball anywhere. So you can push either short or long. Remember, when you're pushing the ball short, you want to try and keep the ball low and close to the net. When you're pushing the ball long, you're really trying to get the ball deep and fast. So just combining those 2 strokes and adding a bit of variation to your pushing practice for 5 minutes. Perfect. So Jeff's constantly moving in and out to adjust to the long and the short pushing, and he's varying where he's pushing the ball as well. In a game situation, we don't recommend that you push on the long ball on your forehand. We really want you to think about the attack. But for this exercise, it's important just to get the feel and the touch of pushing off various lengths of ball. So after that 5 minutes, we're going to do another 5 minutes of pushing. This time we're only pushing short. As soon as either player gets the opportunity, they're going to make a flick. Jeff is pushing short. When he sees an opportunity to make an effective flick, he takes the opportunity. So in this exercise, we don't necessarily want you to flick off every ball. We want you to wait for the ball that's going to give you an opportunity to make the flick effective and get you into a good position in the rally. We're going to do that drill for 5 minutes. Now, when either player gets the opportunity to make the flick, they can. So it's really important for both players to focus on keeping that ball as low and as tight as they can. When the ball strays high or a little bit longer, then take your opportunity to make that effective flick. For our match drill today, we're going to do return of service focus. My partner is going to serve the ball just short to me all the time. I'm then going to decide whether I push the ball long off that short serve or flick off that short serve. You need to make that decision based on the type of serve that they're doing. If the ball has top spin, no spin, side spin, and you feel like you can flick it, then go for it. If it's heavy backspin, then you might want to think about just pushing the ball long and fast. You can do that from either your forehand side or your backhand side. We're going to do this drill for 20 minutes. You're going to serve for 10 minutes and then your partner's going to serve for 10 minutes. Play out the rally in each case. I'm serving short. And Jeff's got the choice of returning either long fast, pushing, or flicking. And then we play out the rally. That was an effective flick. In last week's training session, we focused on returning the ball short off the short serve. Today's session is focused on a variation of that. So when they serve short, we've got the option to flick it or long push it sometimes. This is a good variation to have in your arsenal because if you're always pushing the ball short, it becomes a little bit too predictable for the server what you're going to do. So today's session focuses on that variation of being able to flick or fast long push that return. It's time for our 10-minute break. Make sure you take your break so that you're refreshed for our games time. Whew.
Good day, Alois. What time is it?
It's games time.
Brilliant. All right, so what's the games today?
Well, it's a bit complicated today, so you're going to have to listen very carefully, Jeff.
Okay.
So what we're going to do today, we're going to focus again on our long pushing and our flicking. The extra game rules are that we are just serving short backspin.
Okay, short backspin serve.
Yep, then we're both pushing the ball short.
Yep.
I can at any time, or you can at any time, push the ball long and fast or flick it.
Okay.
Now, that next ball you've got a top spin.
Got to attack it, okay.
Yep, but I have to win the point on the following ball.
Okay.
So what we're doing, doing short push, I push it long and then I've got to win the point on the next shot. Similarly, if I'm short pushing and if I take the opportunity to flick it, it has to be effective enough so that the next ball that comes back I can hit away for a winner.
Okay, good. All right, so I think I get it. We're pushing short, and then when I think I can make a really effective either flick or long push, I do it, and it has to be effective because they're going to attack the next ball, and if they don't, they lose the point.
Yep.
And then I have to win the point off that next ball. If they get it back, it's their point.
That's it, yep.
Okay, so it really encourages me to make a really effective flick or long push that they can't make a strong attack on.
Yes.
Okay, this is a good game. I think I'm going to like it. And the short pushing is really important too, because if I give them too easy a ball, then their flick's going to be effective. I'm going to struggle and they will win it on the next point.
That's right, yep.
Great game.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's see how you go. We're going to play these games for the whole 20 minutes of our games time today. Our serving practice today, to finish off our session, is focusing on either short no spin, side spin or top spin serves. So these sort of serves invite the other person to flick. So that's why we're practicing that today. The focus of today's session has been on the flicking and the long pushing return. So our focus for the serving is on no spin, side spin or short top spin serves. Remember, the best way to practice your serves is to just have a bucket of balls. You don't need to have a lot, 20, 30 or 40 balls to start off with, and just take the balls and practice your serves repetitively. After seeing the explanation of session 30, it's time now for you to get out onto the table and to run through that training session, and make sure that after you finish the session, head to the Ping Skills Vault, record your session so that you know and can keep a track of your training.